This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Celebrate the 50th anniversary of the film The Molly Maguires, where parts of it were shot. That story and more next. Happy Friday the 13th, and thank you for watching us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. Subscribe to the SSPTV YouTube channel to stay up to date with local news and to watch all of your favorite local shows like Music on the Menu. I'm Ken Karen. Let's get to our Friday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A pedestrian had to be airlifted to a trauma center after being struck by an SUV last night in Hazel Township. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, it happened just before 10 p.m. near East Goulas Drive in Hazel Village. The man was critically injured. No other details have been released. The highway was shut down for a while as state police investigated. And tomorrow marks the start of the exemption period for open burning in Butler Township, Luzerne County. According to the township supervisors, a permit for open burning will not be required through April 28th. That means that burning will be allowed between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday. All burning, which is for leaves, yard, and garden cleanup only, must be supervised. The fire department does not need to be notified. A well-known movie made in our area will be shown as a fundraiser for the Eckley Miners Village. Lisa Sugart has the details.
It is truly hard to believe that it has been 50 years since the filming of The Molly Maguires took place at Eckley and also in Jim Thorpe. And here to tell us about a special event that will fundraise for the Eckley Miners Village is Bodie Moran, who is the Historic Site Administrator for the Eckley Miners Village, which is near Freeland. This is a unique fundraiser, and when I read it and saw 50 years, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine that it's been so long since the film was actually shot in this area. And it tells an important story about anthracite coal mining and then the reaction to challenging working conditions in the region. But the movie had a very special significance for people in Hazleton and Eckley, and also in Jim Thorpe as well.
Absolutely. Now, you're going to be having a unique fundraiser. So this is taking place on April 19th at the Mock Chunk Opera House, and you will have a reception, and you're also going to be showing the movie. So this is a nice event.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. So the reception is going to be an hour before the film, and there'll be hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, and several movie-related activities. And then, I bet you didn't know this, that we're going to have the premiere of Molly Maguires in Jim Thorpe on April 19th. So there wasn't a formal opening of the film in Jim Thorpe before, so we're going to have that on April 19th.
I did not know that, so that's pretty interesting to know. So you should have a lot of people coming out to it. So you said seating is limited, so they better call early.
That's right. We're going to have two sets of two ticket prices, one for just the movie and the other one for the reception in the movie. So yeah, get your tickets early, and you can get those at the Jim Thorpe or the Mock Chunk Opera House website.
Alrighty, now when we go to Eckley and we tour, we always see the breaker there, and some people may not know that that is from the movie.
Yeah, the Eckley was really transformed by the film. Most of the buildings date to the 1850s and 1870s, but you can imagine from that time period up until the 1960s, a lot of changes took place. People built garages, they paved the roads, they put in electricity and water and telephone lines. And even though the houses were old, it had a look of a contemporary village. So when the movie company came in, they were looking for a place that had that authenticity, but they needed to sort of erase some of the modern features. So when they came in, they put new siding in all the houses, they buried the telephone lines, buried the power lines, put dirt on the street, and then they had to build some structures that had been torn down, including the breaker, the company store, and a small mule shed.
So that really put us in the national spotlight when the major stars came to film right here in our area. When people come through Eckley now, are they still talking about that?
Oh yeah, everyone still remembers that. And we still have a lot of people in the area that were in the film. So we've got people that come up and say, you know, I was 12 years old, or I was 13 years old, or so I tried to get into the film.
All right, so this is a really nice event. And the fundraising, obviously important to keep Eckley open.
That's right. All money that we raise goes to continue our education programs and make sure that we can provide the services and the activities and events that the public really need.
Absolutely. Very well said. Again, this is the wonderful Molly Maguires fundraiser, April 19th, the Mock Chunk Opera House. Give them a call at 570-325-0249. Again, as Bodie said, the tickets will go fast. You can go for both the reception and the movie, or just the movie, but it is a wonderful way to celebrate our heritage and also support the Eckley Miners Village.
Thank you, Lisa. I hope Charles McElwee talks about the Molly Maguires soon on the show. Hear that, Charles? Now to other news. It was postponed due to winter weather, but the 15th annual Girardville St. Patrick's Day Parade will finally step off tomorrow at noon, and the weather should be perfect. This year's parade Grand Marshal is Tim Holden. Before the parade, there will be an Irish Mass at 10 a.m. at St. Vincent Church. Everyone is invited. The 34th annual Easter egg hunt at the Tresco Ball Field takes place tomorrow. Organizer Gerald Smith tells us that there will be $3,000 in gifts and literally a prize in every egg. The hunt starts at 1:30 p.m. and is solely for residents of Tresco and Jeansville. Tonight, it's a brand new episode of The Girls on SSPTV. Deb and Janine talk with Giselle Figueroa, the host of Beautiful Day. This new show is also seen on SSPTV and highlights Latin culture in the Poconos. This brand new episode premieres tonight at 9 p.m. on SSPTV or watch anytime with our free Samsung Productions app. Download it today for a chance to win great prizes. For all of our SSPTV programming, remember to pick up the TV Weekly insert found in each Sunday's edition of the Standard Speaker, and don't forget to clip the money-saving coupons as well. Coming up next, another edition of Adopt Me from the Hazleton Animal Shelter, and later find out where 2 Cougar athletes will be roaming in college. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
On May 1st, a major event will take place in the borough of Tamaqua. It will be the opening ceremony for a celebration that will commemorate the 150th anniversary of Memorial Day. Their actual Memorial Day program will take place on May 28th. This is all being organized by a group of volunteers under the banner of Tamaqua Remembers. Now, I'm pleased to be joined by 2 of the volunteers who are making this happen today. To my right is Steve Ulickney. He is a volunteer with the group, and Eric Zitzelman is also a volunteer. Steve, you said this is important. You're a teacher, so because you teach, you said students and adults alike confuse the meaning of Memorial Day with that of Veterans Day.
There is some misunderstanding, unfortunately. Veterans Day, which is on the 11th day of November, commemorates anyone who has served in the military, served in uniform, which is incredibly important for sure. Memorial Day, though, is specifically for those who were killed as a result of the war, killed in action, and that's what we are really focusing on because it is the 150th anniversary of Memorial Day. The borough of Tamaqua has come together. We have a fantastic group of volunteers for this special day.
Now, 91 men lost their lives while serving for this country. They're from the borough of Tamaqua, so they are going to be remembered as part of this huge celebration. So there's special ways that this is happening, and it's happening leading up to it via social media and the website, and then it will also be, they'll be remembered as part of a special mural as well.
Yeah, that's true. On May 1st, part of the opening ceremony will be the rededication of a street and a renaming of the street. And then right there, the street is against the war memorial that already exists next to the American Legion. But there's also a retaining wall there that a mural will be done on, and it will incorporate the names of these 91 men. It's interesting to hear Steve say that about freedom is not free and that being a cliche. I'm certainly no stranger to history, but it's one thing to know the history, and it's another thing to get into these men's stories and to hear what they've given up. Just to expand on that a little bit, we're talking about 91 men. Their average age is something like 23 or 24 years old when they were killed. Roughly about a third of them that we know of were Purple Heart winners, but there's no central database of Purple Heart winners, so it could very well be more than that. Roughly about a quarter of them were married, and roughly about an eighth of them have had children at home. There's 2 sets of brothers that were killed, one during the Civil War and one during World War II, that are both from Tamaqua. And these stories are very dramatic. They're very compelling and more than a little disturbing at times. One of the most troubling stories to me was a gentleman that was captured and held in a POW camp by the Japanese in the Philippines. But as the Japanese gained ground later in the war, they were collapsing these camps and returning these prisoners to Japan. This particular man was loaded on a Japanese battleship with 1,174 other POWs. And on the way to Japan, the battleship was attacked by the Allied forces and sunk.
Well, I think what you're doing is really wonderful. You can learn more about this. You can actually go, they have a website set up that is www.tamaquaremembers.com. You can also go to the Facebook page, which is the same name, Tamaqua Remembers, and you can see they are recognizing the 91 men that were killed in the 91 days leading up to May 1st, when this whole event will take place, as the opening ceremonies for it will take place on May 21st, and then the Memorial Day program on May 28th. These gentlemen will be back to tell us more about what will be happening, but please, we hope you will go to their website and Facebook page, and hopefully you too will be remembering the 150th anniversary date of Memorial Day and thanking those who gave their all for us.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Check out the sun and these ghostly clouds on Friday the 13th. Let's check out our forecast from the National Weather Service. Perfect night for stargazing, mostly clear, low of 54 degrees. On Saturday, another nice day, 30% chance of showers, mostly sunny though, high of 72. At night, 50% chance of rain, low of 43. Rain is likely on Sunday, cloudy with a high near 48 degrees. Sunday night, we're down to 44 degrees, 100% chance of rain and a possible thunderstorm. Monday, 90% chance of rain, possibly a thunderstorm. We'll have a high of 55 degrees. Monday night, 60% chance of some rain showers, mostly cloudy, low of 32. Tuesday, we only have a high of 42 degrees, 30% chance of snow showers. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, low of 30 degrees. Did you end the week a lottery winner? Let's see. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 2, 5, 3, pick 3, 8, 7, 8, pick 4, 5, 5, 1, 5, and your pick 5 numbers 5, 1, 0, 2, 0. The wild number is 0. Let's go out to the Hazelton Animal Shelter now and Chris Barkanik.
Hello again. Here I have with me Malia. Malia is a 7-month-old German Shepherd who, like all of our dogs up for adoption, is spayed, current on her vaccines, and has been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease and has come up negative for both. She's also microchipped. We're not sure what Malia is like with other dogs, so if you're considering adopting her and have dogs of your own, we would always recommend doing a meet and greet. Malia is very affectionate when she gets to know you, but she's a little bit shy and timid at first. We recommend Malia for somebody who's familiar with the Shepherd breed or who at least has had larger dogs in the past. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Neptune. Neptune is an approximately 4 to 5 month old kitten and a new addition to our female colony. Like all of our cats up for adoption, she's currently spayed, good on all of her shots including her rabies and distemper, and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both. Neptune is very inquisitive given her age, and she's extremely playful and affectionate. She loves to be held and loves to explore as well. Here in the colony, she seems to do pretty well with the other cats, so we think she'd fit right in a home where there's already cats there. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in Malia, Neptune here, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The Hazelton Area High School Library is wallpapered with clippings from the Standard Speaker. There's a poster board for each year chronicling athletic success at the school. I'm sure Joe Grula and Josh Samick will be featured a lot on the 2017-18 poster board. They made their college decisions official in the library at the school earlier this week.
How are you going to remember this senior year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was unforgettable. The senior year was everything we could have asked for. I mean, we cut a little short of our ultimate goal, but I mean, you know, life goes on. You know, you have to move forward. I mean, we take all the positives we have from that season. It was a heck of a season for us. I mean, we played our hearts out every game, and we battled. We played some of the best teams, some of the best players from PA, and it was just like it was a good season for sure.
Yeah, knowing that you're going to college for track and that, was it hard saying goodbye then after that last game, being like, all right, this is a chapter maybe that's ending here?
You know, right after the game wasn't too bad, but whenever I start thinking about it, then it starts to hit me that I'm never playing high school basketball again, which, I mean, I'll be playing at parks over the summer and everything, but it's just not the same.
The images from one of the greatest seasons in Hazleton area high school basketball history will forever be frozen in time. But as the weather starts to thaw in Cougar Country, graduation nears. The seniors who helped create many of these memories are getting ready for the next chapter in their lives. Recently, Joe Grula made his commitment to Brown University official, and Josh Samick signed on the line for Westchester University. Samick will continue playing basketball.
They recruited me as a shooter that can also play inside, so like they weren't recruiting me originally because they thought thought I was just an inside player, and once they found out, like once they actually watched me play, they were like, oh wow, okay, this kid could shoot.
Grula will be throwing the javelin for Brown's track and field team.
Senior year track, just trying to get all my numbers up. Trying to definitely hit 200 in the javelin, which would be nice. I was just looking at their last meet. Brown went to Miami University for Invitational, and if I would have threw my PR there, I would have been in third place already. So as long as I get my numbers up, I could have a good start to the track season up there.
Grula plans on studying environmental engineering, but says that may change. Samick is undecided, but is thinking of something business related. They'll be taking a lot of memories with them and the support from a lot of fans, including Austin, a young supporter who picked Samick as his favorite Cougar player.
Does Austin get like the Westchester shirt too, or the?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that once I get down there. I'm gonna have to get him something, but he has a warm-up, same warm-up that we wore, so we gave him one of those. We gave him a ball signed by the whole team a while back on senior night. So I'm definitely gonna work on getting him a Westchester shirt, but for right now, that's what he's working with.
Grula and Samick will make new memories and new fans, but it seems like they'll never forget where it all started. Hazleton area fans, you can still see Joe Grula in action at the track. Here's the SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard. Grula won the long jump, triple jump, and javelin competitions, and the Cougars won the meet against Tunkhannock in track and field. The Lady Cougars also won, with Megan Reed and Julian Bookman grabbing 3 firsts. The North Schuylkill boys beat Tamaqua, but the Lady Raiders won the last event of the day, the 1600 relay, to win that meet. Willie Streisel won the distance events, and MJ Terry won the 100 and 200 meter dashes for Monoy area. Megan Babinski won 3 events for the Lady Bears. The Lady Cougars softball team suffered their first loss of the season at Pittston. Lindsay Reinald struck out 11 for Marion. Panther Valley swept Shenandoah Valley. Caitlin Stauffenberg drove in 3 for the Lady Raiders in their win, and North Schuylkill beat Lehighton. Tamaqua beat Pottsville in extra innings. In baseball, MMI lost to Myers. North Schuylkill shut out Lehighton, and Shenandoah Valley came back to beat Panther Valley. Finally, the Hazleton area boys won in volleyball, and the Pirates, they beat the Cubs. Now on to Ron Marchetti.
Thank you for watching, everybody, on this Friday the 13th. This is Short Shots, a review of this past week. Patrick Reed became famous last Sunday in Atlanta, Georgia, while golfing for his country. But he won for himself to become the 2018 Masters champion, his first major golf tournament victory. Ricky Fowler was runner-up, Jordan Spieth was third, and Rory McIlroy, who was going for a Grand Slam, ended fourth. Locally, the previously unbeaten Hazleton area girls softball team lost their season's first game yesterday to Pittston area on the road 7-5, leaving the Lady Cougars at 6-1. The Cougars baseball team lost a pair to Wyoming Valley West and Crestwood. They're 2-3. Marion's hardball team whipped Panther Valley, and the Marion Phillies edged Mont Airy 1-0 and Weatherly yesterday. They're 5-1. MMI's Lady Preppers lost to Notre Dame, and the Prepper boys dropped 3 to Notre Dame, Green Pond, Crestwood, and Myers. The Hazleton Area Tennis Club defeated Tunkhannock with much help from Drew and Brett Gemmell in their singles matches. They're 2-0. 2 Hazleton Area outstanding athletes signed letters of intent to further their academic and athletic careers. Joey Grula will be headed to Brown University, and Josh Samick to Westchester. Gruel is now piling up first-place finishes in track and field for the Cougars, including 3 more yesterday. What else? The Philadelphia 76ers now have won 16 straight, their last 16 games of the regular season. The first time any team has won their final 16 games of the regular season before entering the playoffs. It had never happened before in NBA history. And, of course, it's a franchise record. In the NFL, RG3, remember him? Heisman Trophy winner in 2012 and the NFL's biggest bust since Ryan Leaf. Maybe washed up at age 28. However, he's still kicking. Griffin just signed a 1-year contract this week to back up quarterback Joe Flacco of the Baltimore Ravens. And finally, Andre Ingram scored 19 points on Tuesday night for the Lakers in Englewood to the chants of Andre, Andre. Now wait a minute. Andre who scored what for who at where? Well, Andre Ingram is a 32-year-old rookie who played his very first game in the NBA in the season's last game. Mother of God! He scored 19 points, including 4 of 5 trays at the Staples Center for the Lakers in LA. Where has he been? He's been grinding it out for the last 10 years in the G League for $26,000 per season, a minor NBA Pro League. The Lakers called him up for their final game of the season. And after the game, in the locker room, Andre was presented the game ball from Magic Johnson. How about that? Till Monday, be good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce will be having a cybersecurity workshop on Wednesday, April 18th from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. Today is the last day to RSVP, so to RSVP, you can call the Chamber at the number on your screen or go to hazletonchamber.org. The YWCA in Hazleton will be having an open house and craft and vendors fair on Saturday, April 14th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information, you can contact the Y at 570-455-2046. The American Cancer Society will be having a craft and vendor show on Saturday, April 21st from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at Good Shepherd Church and Drums. For more information, you can email the email on your screen. And the Hazleton Rotary Club will be having a night at the races on Saturday, April 28th. Tickets are $8 in advance and $10 at the door. You must be 21 years or older to attend this event. For more information, you can contact Jason Brenner at the number on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Rita Delmonico of Hazel Township. Mass is Monday at 10 a.m. at Transfiguration Church at Holy Name of Jesus Parish in West Hazleton. Friends may call Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The Boyle Funeral Home in Hazleton is in charge of their arrangements. And Robert P. Thrash, Sr. of Weatherly. Services will be private under the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home in Weatherly. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Herb Sheeler of Barnesville. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
We're out of time. Get out, enjoy the warm weather. See you next week. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.